Hi, good afternoon. As usual, a quick confirmation. Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. Quick confirmation. You all can hear me and see me. Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Amit, Amit Kumar, sir, do you use only English? Mostly, yes. Very little Hindi. My Hindi is very poor. Okay. So everybody can hear me. Today we'll be doing DILR, maybe a little bit revision of quant. If you all want to revise the formulas of quant, I had done one day before CAT. I had done one full revision. You all can go through that same video one more time, which is the CAT one day before CAT. So you can search it by date on YouTube of iQuanta. You'll get that video. All formula revision I had done for quant. So that's a good 1 hour revision for all formulas. Right now we'll do around 4 5 sets of DILR. Okay, and based on that we'll uh, discuss DILR. How now? Let me first talk a little bit about DILR, which is asked in XAT. Now, when I talk about DILR of XAT, DLR of XAT over the last couple of years has been varied. Last year I thought DLR was pretty straightforward. 24 May DLR was slightly difficult. By the way, XAT is called XAT 2026. So XAT 2026 is what you will be writing now. 2025 last year's DLR was pretty simple. उसके पहले के साल थोड़ा DLR टेढ़ा आया था. So you'll have to be ready for it. You have to now, depending on how much you want to attempt in quant, will also depend upon how your DILR is. So a quick uh, going through the section of quant plus DILR, you also always decide whether how much you all want to attempt. Okay. Exactly what I'm explaining, Srushti. Now, also number of questions of DLR also keep changing. Kabhi 4 set, kabhi 5 set, and so on. All they've kept on asking. But 4 set is what I expect. 4 sets with 3 questions each. 12 questions is what I expect them to ask. Is my feeling this year. Okay. Now, which means you have enough quant questions also. If you are a good quant student, that means if you've done well in maths over the years and in CAT also your quant was a favorite area, then ZAD quant is not very difficult. Yes, slightly lengthy, couple of questions difficult, which you can always leave. You will easily find two easy DILR sets to do. Don't worry. Out of the four, you will definitely find two. And I'm telling you, selection of DILR in ZAD does not take as much time as selection takes in CAT. So that way is one thing you always have to remember. You can't be looking at selection that way, the way it is in ZAD. Okay. So let's start. Cool. So my suggestion to you would be roughly, this is my rough thing. Always do quant first, then DILR, or there is no LR also, DI actually. Okay. And then after that, okay. So somebody said that, sir, we want the link for that formula wala session which I had done. I will tell somebody to post it on this group only, or maybe on your Zatka WhatsApp group or whatever. So QA plus DI may you will always find minimum two sets which are easy. Minimum this is. You can attempt three. Now somebody who's weak at quant, uske liye DI becomes very important. Okay, DI becomes very very important. So always remember that. That's the way you should look at it. Then if you're very weak at quant, तुमको लगता है quant में मेरे 6 7 क्वेश्चन से ज्यादा नहीं होंगे, and hence you should always then work on DI more. Okay, let's start. DI, what we will do is I will leave the set for 5 minutes on the screen first. I will toggle between the questions and the set, and then you all can try, and then we will discuss it. So obviously, I will try and switch off my video so that it does not disturb with the. So if you're weak in quant, as I said, Arshi, then you should always work on DILR, DI more. Okay, let's have a look at the questions also. So the set and the questions. If you all want, you all can take a screenshot and work on it. Don't start solving everything in this set. There is no point solving everything in this set. You need to look at it question by question. Okay. So first question talks only about P and Q. First question talks only about P and Q. Right. Second question talks only about accounts. And third question talks about only P and T. So we will work accordingly. Let's look at each one. Okay, we will work accordingly with each one. Let's look at the first question. Okay, everybody, I'm explaining the first question and they'll give you time to explain, go through the second and the third question. I will show the set is over here, what I need for this part. Let's look only at the first question. First, my explanation you'll pay attention to, and then we can look at the others. Paris, I've already shown the set, what we need for the first part. So pay attention, please. If the internal marks of P, okay, first of all, what does column 1 and column 2 show? Let's read that part. Total marks scored by students in that subject is a percentage of the total marks scored by all 6 students in that subject. So this, suppose if I say maths ka total marks is 100 M, economics ka total marks is 100 E. Pay attention to my method. And accounts ka total marks is 100 A. That means P has scored 24 M in maths. See, total marks scored by the students. P has scored a total of 24 M and Q has scored 12 M, right, in maths. Let's only look at one subject first to understand. What does column 2 show? Marks stored by the students in internal as a percentage of the total. So 50% in internals. Now, if you score 50 in internals, automatically 50% comes from externals. So just look at this breakup, internal and external. 24 M you had scored. Suppose you were P. The total marks you got was 24 M. Out of 50% is from internals and the remaining 50% is from externals. That means 12 M is from internals, 12 M is from externals. Only understanding first. Let's look at Q. Q has scored a total of 12 M. Out of 25% is from internals. 25% of 12 M, that is 1/4. That is 3 M is from internals and 9 M is from external. This is for P and Q in maths. So this is what P and Q have scored in maths. Now, if I look at economics, P has scored 16E. P has scored 16E. This means that 25%, that is 4E, comes from internals and 12E will come from external. This one has scored 24E. 24E ka 20%. 20% is 4.8. So 4.8 E over here and something over here. I don't know whether I need it also or not. And last, accounts mein 20A and 10A. 20A ka 40% is 8A and 12A. And 10A ka 30% is 3A and 7A. Has everybody understood this much? First, go through this much and tell me whether you've understood. This is eco, this is accounts, and this is maths. Only if you all tell me if you understood this much, then I'll do the remaining part. Just tell me, have you all understood the logic? Cool. If you have understood this much, let's go ahead. Now let's read the question. Internal marks scored by P. Internal marks scored by P कौन सा है? ये 12M, 4E and 8A. These are the internal marks. Rest all was not needed. Rest all was only from explanation perspective. Is 5:2:4. Now, let's write it over here. 12M ratio 4E ratio 8A is in the ratio 5:2:4. is in the ratio 5:2:4. That means 12M is 5, 4E is 2, and 8A is 4. Okay. Good, Vishesh. Vishesh, couple of people have got the answers. Okay. So from here, I can get M ka value. I can get 100 M ka value also, whatever. I can get M ka value, E ka value, A ka value. What have they asked for? Find the ratio of the total marks scored by Q in maths, economics, and accounts. We need only total marks. So Q ka total marks comes from here. 12M, 24E, and 10A. Now, let's understand. I already have 12M is 5 and Q के लिए मुझे क्या चाहिए? I need 12M, 24E and 10A. Now pay attention to this. No point calculating anything. 12M is 5. तो यहां पे भी 12M 5 आ जाएगा. 4E is 2. 4E is 2. So 24. 4 6 is 24. So 2 6 will come 12. 8A is 4. So how much is 10A? If 8A is 4, 10A will be 5. Cross multiply करके. So instead of actually calculating everything, we directly got the answer. Option A. Check everybody whether you all have understood. And if you all have understood, I'll give you time to solve the second question on your own. Everybody clear? Is the explanation of external, internal mark, everything clear? Chalo, good. Try the second question on your own now. Second question is only on accounts, so I have deleted the other two tables, not needed. Please remember, you can't use data from the previous question. The question has to be fresh. We want to find external marks. Now, this is internal. So can I just make a column over here for external? Agar 40% is internal, so 60% will be external, 70%, 80%, 80%, 50%, and 70%. Yes, Naman, what happened? What is no, 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 no? Why so many no's? Say what is the problem. So, PS code, suppose if I consider, because everything is accounts, suppose if I consider accounts में 100 marks है total. PS code 20, जिसमें से 60% is external. So 60% of 20 will come 12. QS code 10, 70% of 10 will be 7. RS code 15, 80% of 15 will be 12. SS code 25, 80% of 25 will be 20. TS code 20, 50% of 20 will be 10. And 70% of 10 will be 7. So who's the highest? Highest is S, which is option D. Everybody clear with the second question? Third question. I will again keep back the screen at the end for 2 minutes. Third question. Internal marks of P. We had already done this behind, so we will use that. Internal marks of P. 12M, 4E, and 8A. 12M, 4E, and 8A. So what we had done in the first question, we will use in the third question also. 12M, 4E, 8A. Yeah, so we found external only, no? Naman, stop spamming. Write in words what is your problem. Yeah, we did external in the previous question. Internal was given. First we found external and then we calculated. Shinjini, is it clear? Shinjini, I'm waiting for your reply. Okay. Now, this one. This from the question number one, we knew internal scores for P. P ka internal score was 12M, 4E, 8A, which is 5, 2, and 4. So leave it over here. Yeah, question 3 I'm doing now. Pay attention. What have they asked for? Find the ratio of the external marks scored by P and T together in maths, economics, and accounts. P and T together का external चाहिए मुझे. Okay? Work on it. Chalo quickly. All this you can take 24M, 18M, 16E, 15E, 20A, and 20A. This we will need at the end. Don't touch it now. First find in terms of M and A. External by P and T in maths. External ka internal? External. So if 50 is internal, 50 will be internal also. If 20 is internal, external will be 80. So 50% of 12M. So maths का क्या आएगा? 50% of 24M is 12M plus 80% of 18. 80% of 18 will be how much? 18, some decimal value it will be, right? How much will it be? 14.4. I said 4 sets come with 3 questions each. 12M plus 14.4M. This is M. Next, economics. 75% will be external. That will be 12E plus, यहाँ पे 60% will be external. 60% of 15. That will be how much? 9. So 9E. And accounts, 60% of 20 and 50% of 20, which will be 12A plus 10A. 12 plus 14, this is 26.4M. This is 21E and this is 22A. Remember, we have to use these values. You can use a calculator if you want. 12M is 5. So how much is 26.4? If 12M is 5, how much is 26.4? 10 plus, I think, another 20. I think ये roughly 13 के आसपास कुछ जाएगा. Come on, quickly get me the calculation. A lot of people are saying answer is B. Check properly. 4E is 2. So how much is 21E? Basically E is 0.5. So this will be 10.5E. And 8A is 4. So this will be 11A. So ये तो पक्का 21:22 आएगा. 21:22 आएगा. एक ही ऑप्शन आई थिंक, बट नन ऑफ द अबव है, सो यू शुड कैलकुलेट दिस ऑल्सो. इट विल कम टू 22. Everybody got this? Check properly. Now, those who had not understood, go through the question one more time. I'm explaining one more time for the ones who had not understood it too well. We have assumed maths. एक बार मैं ये पूरा screen clear कर रहा हूँ. Explaining question number 1 again. I'm explaining question number 1 again so people can understand it. I'm assuming maths का total is 100M. So P gets 24M, Q gets 12M. जिसमें से internal is 50%, so external will also be 50%. Anyway, here we wanted about internal only. So external is not needed in this question. So 12M is what P gets in maths. 25% of 16M is 4E. This is 16E, sorry, 100E and 100A. So this is 20A. So this will be 8A. This was given as 5 is to 2 is to 4. Leave it over here. Yeah, I'll explain that last one also, Arushi. Wait. So this is 5 is to 2 is to 4. What have they asked? Total they've asked. That means they've asked for total. 24M is to 16E. No, they've asked for Q. Q ka total. So they've asked for 12M is to 24E is to 10A. This is what they've asked for. 12M is 5. So this 5 will come here. 4E is 2. So 24E will come 12. 2 6 are 12. 8A is 4. So A is half. So 10A will be 5. So answer is 5 is to 12 is to 5, which is the option A. I'm explaining T and P and T again. Pay attention to this question. This came from question 1. Let's go through the remaining part again. Now, we want the ratio of the external marks by P and T. External marks for P in maths is 50%. 50% of 24M is 12M. For economics, it is 75%, that is 12E. And for accounts, it is 40%, so it is 60%, so it is 12A. So this is only P ka scores. 12M, 12E, 75% is 12E, and 60% of 20 is 12A. Now let's do for T. T has scored 80%. 80% of 18 is 14.4M. 60% of 15 is 9E. And 50% of 20 is 10A. So this comes out to be 26.4M, 21E, and 22A. Use these ratios over here. These two are the easy ones. E is half, A is also half. So E is half, so this will become 10.5 and this will become 11. This is slightly difficult. Calculate this and get the answer. And then just remove the decimals to check your ratio. Are we clear, everybody? I think this also comes out to be 11. Okay. And then multiply by 2 to get the ratio. Chalo, let's go to the next set. Okay. Have a look at the next set. यूनिटरी से ही किया था. So basically on how much road is constructed per day. Basically how much road is constructed per day. Based on that, you will give rank for each of them. So I'm going to show you for one of them. Let's do सबका national highway का values. National highway for this person is value is 40. यहाँ पे 30. This is 25. This is also 25. This is 35. This is 20. This is 30. This is 10, 15, and very close to 28 types. क्वेश्चंस बाद में करते पहले एक रैंकिंग समझ लेते रंजन जस्ट पे अटेंशन आई विल एक्सप्लेन द क्वेश्चंस फर्स्ट लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड वन रैंकिंग सो फॉर नेशनल हाईवे व्हाट विल बी द रैंक पी का रैंक 1 आएगा because that is the highest best one. Next there are 230s, so both of them will get rank 2. Both of them will get rank 2. Then 28 will get rank 4 because they have said if two people get the same rank, the next rank is skipped. So this will be rank 4. Then rank 5. Oh, sorry, we made a mistake. My bad. 35 was there. This is rank 2. These both will be rank 3. Yeah, I missed out 35. These both will be rank 3. ये rank 5 हो जाएगा. This will become rank 5. Yes, I changed that. 1, 2, 3, 3, 5. 28. उसके बाद 25 के 2 है. तो 6, 6. So 7 will not be there. Now 8, 9 and 10. So this will be rank 8. This will be rank 9 and this will be rank 10. So have you all understood the ranking system? Has everybody understood the ranking system, how ranks are given? Now I'll give the questions and you all can try. 28 will be 5. Why 4? Somebody saying 28 will be 4. They have said if two people get 3, then the next rank has to be skipped. Neeraj. Neeraj, did you understand? Why 28 is not 4? Because B and G both have a rank of 3. B and G both have a rank 3. So fourth rank has to be skipped. Neeraj, I'm explaining and again typing the same thing. Listen, Neeraj, very carefully. 28 will be rank 5 because B and G both have got third rank. And they have said if two people get the same rank, then the rank is skipped. Understood, Neeraj, now? Okay, pay attention to the questions now. Sum of all ranks of company G in all three categories, which means first job for you is going to be anyway to get the ranks right. हर एक का रैंक करना पड़ेगा बिकॉज अगर जी का मुझे टोटल रैंक चाहिए तो आई हैव टू फाइंड एवरीबडीज रैंक. सो लेट्स गो बैक टू फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन आंसर करने के लिए आई नीड ऑल रैंक्स. सेकंड क्वेश्चन क्या है, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट इज और आर ट्रू अबाउट द रैंक्स. तो that also will come if I get the ranks. So second question also doesn't look difficult. Which company has the highest total road construction across all categories? This was the easiest question. Easiest. This can be done directly. No need for ranks also. No ranks needed. How many companies have a higher rank in the national highway category than they do in the other categories, other road category? Okay, let's go ahead. Let's finish it off now. तो यहां पे कितना है 20, 40 to 60. So 20. यहां पे 10, 20, 30, 35, यहाँ पे 25, यहाँ पे 20, 15, 20, 10, 10, and this is 30, I think so. Right? So you all can start giving ranks now. I'll write the numbers on the top also. This is 20 again. This is 15. This is 25. This is 30. This is 10. This is 20. 10. 35. And 10. So, in the yellow part or the orange part, in the SH category, whose rank 1? 35 is rank 1. तो यहां पे इसका rank 1 है 35. 35 के बाद 30, there is only 130. So that will be rank 2. And obviously this will be the last rank because ये दोनों को 0 0 है. J को बाकी दोनों में 0 है. So 2. 30 के बाद there is 125. Only 125 is there. So this will be 3. 25 के बाद 23 है. 4, 5, 6. So all will be 4. 20, there are 3 20s. So all of them will be 4, 4, 4 and 4. So 4, 5, 6 is done. Now 15 will be 7. So this will be 7. Then 8 and 9 for G and H. Rank 8, rank 9, and this will get rank 10. इसको और एक rank 10 भी आने ही वाला है, last है तो. Now, in the grey category, in the others wala category, 35 will be rank 1. 30 will be rank 2. Is there a 25 anywhere? Yes, there is a 25. 25 will be rank 3. There are 2 20s. 2 20s are there, which means they'll be rank 4. Rank 4 and rank 4. So 4 and 5 are done. Next rank will be 6. 15. 15 को rank 6 आएगा. 10, 10, 10 will get 7, 7, 7, 7, which will be 7, 8, 9. 7, 7, 7, 7, 8, 9 is done, and 10. Somebody saying H can't be 9. कहाँ पे H can't be 9 भाई? Why H can't be 9? Okay, let me check. मैंने कुछ गलती किया है. I think yeah, I have made a mistake. 2 10, so 8 8 आएगा. My bad. This is 8. Yeah. Yes, it was my mistake. I missed only in one of the places. Now let's try and answer the questions. G का total 7 plus 8 plus 3. G का total 7 plus 8 plus 3. That will come out to be 18. Question number 1 is done. 18. Question number 1 is done. Answer is 18. Second one, which of the following statement is or are true about the ranks of the company? The rank of company E is 2 in the national highway category. E. National highway is blue. E is 2. Yes, it is true. So statement 1 is true. The rank of company F is 4 in the others category. F is 4 in others category. Yes, it is 4 in others category. So statement 2 is also true. The rank of company 1, not 1, I, is 9 in the national highway category. Company I, National Highway में, that is also 9, that is also true. All statements are coming true. Have you all checked? So I think answer will be C. Which company has the highest road construction across all categories? Now, ये तो बहुत simple था. Only look at the graph. A and B are highest. Total graph में A and B both are same and highest. No need to do anything else. That's it. Sum is over. So even if you are not doing the whole set for some reason, this question you had to do A and B. How many companies have a higher rank? That is a higher rank. Rank ही देखना है. Let's work only on this. Have a higher rank in the national highway category than they have in the others category. So national highway versus others. A के लिए no, B के लिए भी no, C के लिए yes. Rank is higher there, sir, right? National highway. What was the question? National highway का rank, then others category. Yeah. So blue and gray part. D के लिए also yes. E के लिए no. F के लिए yes. G के लिए no. H के लिए yes. I के लिए yes. J के लिए no. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them are in that category where they have a higher rank in national highway than others. Lower numerical value, that means they meant about the graph value. No, I'm not taking opposite. I think you all should read properly. Okay. Yeah. I think my bad. Again, I made a mistake. Sorry. Oh shit. Okay, I don't have the screen now. I'm so sorry. I erased the whole thing by mistake. But and opposite था, sorry. तो जो 5 क्रॉस किए थे वो टिक हो जाएंगे, बाकी सब ओके हो जाएंगे. But now I can't do everything again. Okay. Chalo. So this I thought was the easy set. All 4 questions were easy. Yeah, my bad. So let's start with the next one. Come on, this set completely on your own. No discussion with me at all. This set completely on your own. I'm giving you exactly 4 minutes to do it. No discussion at all till then. X is half of Z, which means Z is double of X. So if this is 2x, this is also 2x, and this is 1x. So 35%. So 100 minus 35 is 65. 5x is 65. So x is 13. X is 13. So ये 13 हो जाएगा and z will come 26. Z is 26. So this will be 26. So 36. So 64 left. So 32, 32. Y will be 32, 32. X we already know is 13 and Y is 32. X is 13, Y is 32. Okay, so we've got this much. Now, the important part in the set was Y is not 19. Somebody saying Y is 19. I don't know how. The important part in the question was profit percentage were in a AP. And they said first quarter का profit percentage was 10% and fourth quarter was 40%. So अगर 10 और 40 के बीच में दो और values है and they have to be in a AP. AP is a arithmetic progression, so these two have to be 20 and 30. So यहाँ पे profit percentage 10, यहाँ पे 20, यहाँ पे 30 और यहाँ पे 40. Are we clear? First question. Total profit. And remember, it is cumulative because whatever we are earning in the first quarter, we are reinvesting back. Pay attention. Whatever we are earning in the first quarter, we are reinvesting back. So first question के लिए I don't need this part. Pay attention. How do you do? 20 lakh was the investment. So if you make 10% profit, so it will be 20 into 1.1. It will become 22 lakhs. 2 lakh profit हुआ. Okay, now next quarter, what will happen? Read the question carefully. Profits are not withdrawn but reinvested in the business at the start of the next quarter along with the prior investment. That means full 22 lakhs get invested. So 10 plus 22, यहाँ पे 32 lakhs है. So it will be 32 into 1.2. 12 twos are 24. 36 plus 2, 38. So 38.4 at the end of second quarter, that will get added over here. So this will be 58.4 into 1.3. No, read the question carefully. Point number 3 को अच्छे से पढ़ो. Soham, read the point 3 again properly. 58.4 into 1.3. I'm using the calculator over here. I could have done it orally also, but just 58.4 into 1.3. 75.92. That adds over here. उसके ऊपर 40%. So we land up with, this is 85.92 multiplied by 1.4, 120.288. Now pay attention everybody carefully. This is the total accumulated value after four quarters. Prior यानी जो quarter 1 में भी था वो भी. So हम prior, when I start quarter 2 के लिए prior क्या होता है? Total of quarter 1 also. No, I don't think so. It is ambiguous. I think it is very clear. Okay, so 120.288 is the total value I have. Suppose all four milake 120.288 is what we have got. Okay, 88 or 288? I think it's 288. Okay, now out of this 20 plus 10, 30 plus 20, 50 plus 10, 60. So 60 lakhs was your own investment. You have got 120.288, but 60 was your own investment. So hence the profit was the remaining 60.288. So answer for the first question becomes 60.288. Profit for the at the end of the year. Everybody go through this carefully. You did not need X, Y, Z for this question. This question can be done without X, Y, Z. Okay, everybody clear? Varun, it is very clearly said. Profits are not withdrawn but are reinvested in the business at the start of the next year along with the prior investment. Prior means जो पहले invest किया था वो भी. Second question. Difference between the total investment by friend D and A over the 4 quarters. Now, what does D invest and what does A invest? Let's calculate D and A का investment. पहले let's finish A का investment. A is 30% of 20, which is 6 lakhs. 30% of 26. 13% of 10, which is 1.3. Investment, not the later investment, okay? 26% of 20 is 5.2. And 26% of 10 is 2.6. So how much is it? 7, 8, 8 plus 6, 14, 14 plus 1, 15.1, I think so. Check my calculations. Okay, restarted. 6.4 plus 3.2, 32% of 10 is 3.2. 10% of 20 is 2 lakhs. And 26% of 10 is 2.6. So this is how much? 6 plus 3, 9, 9 plus 2, 11, 11 plus 2, 13. 14.2, I think so. So difference is 0.9. Fourth option. We don't want profits, we want investments. There was one more way of doing it. There could have been one more way, A or D का method करने के लिए, second question करने के लिए, there could be one more way. Pay attention. No. When 10%, there is 10% profit will be multiplied by 1.1, 20% to multiply by 1.2 and so on. As I said yesterday also, we are one day before that. I cannot sit and explain the very basic stuff. They have said they are in arithmetic progression. Because of a arithmetic progression, 10, 40 के बीच में 20 and 30 आ सकता है खाली. Okay? So, one more way of doing A and D. One more way of doing the second question could have been this. Pay attention. Let's look from A's perspective. A is 30% over here and D is 32%. So A is minus 2%. A is minus 2% of 20. 2% of 20 will be 0.4. One more method, pay attention, negative 0.4. Again, looking from A's perspective, 13 and 32%. Difference becomes 19%. 19% of 10 becomes negative 1.9. Here it is 26 and 10. So difference is 16%. 16% of 20 will be positive 3.2. And last is 0. 26 and 26, no need to calculate. So this is 2.3. Negative 3, 2.3 plus 3.2 directly 0.9. Much faster, the second method. Check whether you all understood the second method of doing 0.9. Second question. Okay. चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. दो क्वेश्चन हो गए. थर्ड वन. If the profit was not reinvested but instead distributed to the friend at the end of each quarter based on their investment in that specific quarter, how much total profit would friend B have received by the end of the year? So if profits were not reinvested, what was B's profit? Third question is only finding B's profit if profits were not reinvested. So remove B's profit every time. Come on, try this question on your own. Okay. Now only B's profit we want to calculate. यहाँ पे pay attention. Let's do this part quickly. यहाँ पे 20 लाख का इन्वेस्टमेंट है. प्रॉफिट इज 10%. 10% और 20 लाख इज 2 लाख, जिसमें से बी का शेयर इज 13%. सो 13% ऑफ 2 lakhs विल बी 0.26. 0.26. यहां पे total profit is 20%. 20% of 10 lakhs, which is again 2 lakhs. Right? Just go through that properly. So 2 lakhs, उसमें से B का share is 25%. 25% will be 0.4. Sorry, 0.5. Next, again 20 lakhs. 20 lakhs पे 30% profit. That is 6 lakhs. 6 lakhs में से B is 32%. So 32 6 36 is 180 plus 12. No, 32 yeah, plus 12. 1.92. 32% will be 1.92. And last will be 40% of 10 lakhs, which is 4 lakhs. एंड जिसमें से अपना के बी का प्रॉफिट आएगा 35%. सो 35% ऑफ 4 lakhs विल बी 1.4 lakhs. Just add up all of them. This will be 8, 7 plus 13, 20 to 4.08 lakhs. 4.08 lakhs. Answer is option A. 35%. Okay. Chalo. Next one. What is the total amount invested by friend A during the entire financial year? Same type of question. Do you all think I will be able to solve this question on your own, or you want to do it now? Very similar question as 3. खाली इसमें इन्वेस्टमेंट देखना है. Similar as 3. कर लेते चलो. इन्वेस्टमेंट का 30%. 30% of 20 will be 6 lakhs. 13% of 10 will be 1.3 lakhs. 26% of 20 will be 5.2 lakhs. And 26% of 10 will be 2.6. 8, 9, 9 plus 6, 15. I think 16 point or 15.1 lakhs. 7, 7 plus 7, 14, 15.1. I think ये किया भी था पहले. 15.1 lakhs. Third option. Chalo, we've done a similar set lately in CAT 24 के case में. Based on that, this set is there. Obviously, this has been asked in XAT also. So similar set is asked in CAT 24 and also asked in XAT. I don't remember which year, but I think 23 or 22 में. don't start doing anything over here. There's no point doing anything over here. You first just need to understand. You just first need to understand what has to be done. Frame is not stuck. I've kept the frame that way. I'm not doing anything on the frame. Hello, hello. Can you see the frame moving? So let's read the questions. Daily volatility is measured as high value minus low value. Daily volatility is, what is DN? DN? How many days does Kumar Motors have strict higher volatility than Urban on the same day? So we have to calculate volatility is high or low for which one. Only what we need, high price and low price. We don't need opening price and closing price. So this is high price, this is low price. Okay, let's start doing for each of them. Okay, what are the values? Remember, the graph is not same. Here the scale is only 20-20, while here the scale is 50-50. So please be careful. First question, क्या आया? This is approximately 90 to 150. So यहाँ पे volatility 60 है. This is over here approximately 148. 148 to approximately 70. So that's 78. Next one, 140 से लेके roughly 78 तक. 76 तक. 76 से लेके 140. So that's 74. Here it is this and this. That's approximately 98 to some 136 types. 136 minus 98. That's 36 plus another 2, 38. And here it is exactly one line. So that's 118 to 3 lines above 160. Right? So 166. Actually 170-ish है ये, 170. 170 to 118. 52. And then same way do it over here. कौन सा 64 होगा? जरा चेक करो, मुझे बताओ. Maybe I made a mistake somewhere. Oh, that's just, yeah. That's not 74, that's 64. My bad. This will be 64. And over here, what will happen? Each line is how much? This is 100 to 150. How many lines are there? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So each line is 10. Each line is 10. Be very careful. This is like 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150. Okay. Now, so from here to here, count the number of lines carefully. That's 1, 110, 120, 130 to 190. So this is 60 pehle wala. Then the next one is 120, say 200. So 80. Then this is whatever. So obviously calculations in these kind of sets are very time consuming. So first is same, second mate is higher, third is it more than 64? Just count that much. Definitely looks more than 64. So third also yes, second yes. Fourth from 110 to 160, 50 this is. So yes. And last two definitely yes, no need to even check. So I think 4. The answer for this question should be 4 according to me. Let's check. You all try this once more. ओके ये वाला एक बार चेक करो 78 वाला ये शायद गलत है अपना एक बार चेक करो ये वैल्यू जस्ट चेकिंग दिस वैल्यू वंस मोर so that's from 60 to 80 so each line is 2 this is more than 70 से लेके approximately 140 yeah this is more definitely this is from 70 to nearly 160 this is more than 80 this is 85ish types yeah each line is 4 there so this is 85ish type 85 86 types so this is not counted 3 of them are counted and that is why such questions can always be very difficult depending on how you are able to read the graph carefully. That is why I always prefer where graphs are clear. On a day when both stocks close lower than they open, close lower than they open, then which day satisfies the condition, the maximum combined volatility. So which will we take for both stocks? Which day is there when they both have? So I think that will be day 4. See, read the condition. On a day when both stocks close lower than they open, which day satisfies the condition, the maximum combined volatility? What was the condition given if you read properly? If you read the original conditions properly, if close is greater than open, then the candle is white. Otherwise, it is black. So we have to look at the black candle. There is only one day when both those cases have black candle. There is only one day when both have black candle. So read that part carefully. So only, in fact, you don't have to do anything. Answer has to be day 4. Answer has to be day 4. Now go and check day 4 ka volatility. This question you didn't have to solve only because only volatility was, there was black graph only on day 4 for both of them. And that is why answer is day 4. Next question. An investor buys both stocks at the opening price of a day and sells at the closing price of the same day. Opening and closing price. What is the maximum profit the investor can make across all 5 days? Both stocks, one stock we will buy every day. at opening price and closing price. Some days he'll have profit, some days he'll have loss. यहाँ पे how much is the profit day one पे 20 rupees profit. Second day पे it goes from 80 to 144. 80 to 144 is 64 rupees loss. Third day पे that's approximately 88 to 132. 32 plus 12, approximate 44 rupees profit. Here there's a loss of 8 rupees. And here there's a profit of 40 rupees. Check properly. Day 1 profit of 60, day 2 loss of 64, 44, 8 and 40. Check this and then do for the second graph. Oh, sorry, this was 40 and not 20. My bad. First one was 40. So 40, 64, that's right. 45 is also fine. Then that should be 8 approximately. And last is 40. See, you'll have to go with an approximation. If the options are very close, you should not do such a question. 40, 40, 80, 80 plus 44, 124. 124 minus 72. 144 minus 72 is 72. So 72 is the approximate profit in Arvind company. And then calculate in Kumar company what is the approximate profit. So यहाँ पे 40, यहाँ पे approximately 40 है, ये approximately 60 है. थर्ड डे पे लॉस है, क्लोजली 55 का लॉस है. फोर्थ डे लॉस इज अप्रोक्सीमेटली 30 and last day profit is approximately, huge profit is there. This will be approximately 116 types. So यहाँ पे 72 rupees का प्रॉफिट था. No, not 116, 75 rupees. My bad. So that will be 100, 175, in my city, approximately 90 rupees profit over here. Some mistake we have made. What? Acha, they've asked which day is the highest profit. They've not asked for total. They've asked for which day is the highest profit. Oh, I think we did a big mess. All this was not needed only. Which day was the highest profit? Clearly, see, bigger bars are over here. $162 का जरूरत नहीं था. Sorry, that was bad. They have asked for, read the question properly. What is the maximum profit the investor can make across all 5 days? Actually, इस क्वेश्चन का आंसर 162 आएगा रफली, बिकॉज मैक्सिमम, ये थोड़ा वर्ड गड़बड़ मारा है. I think the question is not reframed well. Maximum profit on which day and how much was that? So the question is slightly not framed well. Maximum profit day 5. Day 5. And that's approximately 115. Bad question, not well framed. We wasted our time. But I think everybody knows how to read a candlestick graph at least, right? Come on, try this question. I would suggest to make a table over here because there's too many times you don't want to go back to the graph again and again. 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24, right? Which are the three categories? Food, fuel, and third category is services. Okay, यहाँ पे बनाते हैं food, fuel, services 5 साल का 2020 2020 के तीन वैल्यूज क्या है आई थिंक 60 80 90 0 20 40 sorry 60 is here 70 80 90 2020 के लिए 70 80 90 food is 90 this is 80 this is 70 everybody clear 90 80 70 food fuel services 21 21 में क्या आएगा this is 140 this is 120 so this will be 100 100 90 and 80 maybe 100 95 85 types yeah this is slightly again from my experience exams don't ask such data whether they normally give the data very clearly this is 21 22 22 तो काफी एग्जैक्ट एज सेंटर है 110 105 and 95 चलो आई एम गिविंग यू द वैल्यूज यू ऑल वर्क ऑन द क्वेश्चन देन 110 105 95 let me give you the values at least 23 125 115 105 140 I'm giving you the values forget it 140 130 and 120 let's work with these values forget the graph let's try the set let's understand the set now there's a weightage involved of 50% 30% and 20% respective weights okay I've already given the values let's work with the values which I've given let's see the first question suppose the government decides that for year 2024 the weightage of food should be reduced to 40% and the remaining 10% should be equally distributed between fuel and services. By what percent would the 24 inflation rate change compared to the original weightage calculation? So let's do only 24. 24 originally how much it was and new how much it was. Pehle let's calculate 24 ka original. Come on everybody. 24 is the last one. 24 is the last line. Let's do 24 ka calculation. Now, when you're calculating 24 ka inflation, you'll have to calculate it over 23. Remember that. So you'll have to do 24 also. Everybody pay attention carefully. Okay, everybody, I'm just explaining this part again. Carefully pay attention. Now let's do 24 ka calculation first. 140 into 50%. That will become 70. 130 into 30%. That will become 39. And 120 into 20%. That will become 24. Add up this. How much is it coming out to be? 100, 120 plus 13, 133. So CLI is 133 for 2024. But I also need to know 2023 because I want to find inflation. See, we want to find inflation rate. So inflation will be over 2023. How much will be 2023? Same calculations. 125 into 50%. 62.5. 115 into 30%. That will be 345, 34.5. And 105 into 20%. That will be 21, I think so. 60, 90, 110, 110, 118. Right? So calculate the inflation. How do you do inflation? Inflation is like growth. How have we done growth? Higher minus means 24 minus 23 divided by 23. So inflation will be how much? 133 minus 118 divided by 118. 133 minus 118 divided by 118. Calculate the answer. I'm using a calculator to do it. Approximately 12.7%. You all check. This is approximately 12.7%. Now, this is the old inflation. We have to calculate new inflation based on the new rule. What is the new rule? We have to make food as 40% and the other two both will increase by 5%. And the other two will increase both by 5%. So we'll have to do this whole calculation again. 23 का करते पहले. 125 into 40%, which will be 50. 125 into 40%, now not 50%, that will be 50. 115 into 35%. Come on, you all do the calculation. 35% of 115. Oh, sorry. We don't have to do for 23. We have to do only for 24. My bad. I realize that. Sorry. We don't have to do for 23. 23 will remain same. Only 24 will change. 40% of 140. That will become 56. 130 ka 35%. 35% of 130. 35% of 130 will come 45.5, I think so. Just check the calculation. And last 120 ka 25%. That will be exactly 30. So that should become 131.5. So it has come down marginally. Find the new inflation. New inflation, same method. 131.5 minus 118. Divide by 118 into 100. That will be the new inflation. That will come to 11.44 approximately. $11.44 say it has gone to 12.7. That means it is higher. Actually, it has come down. It has come down to 11.44 from 12.7 because of this new method. And hence the answer will be B option, decrease of 1.27. Approximate decrease of 1.27. In which year was the contribution of the fuel component to the total absolute increase in CLI compared to its respective previous year the highest? In which year? Now, see, this is a slight difficult question. You have to pay attention very carefully when you're doing such questions. In which year was the contribution of the fuel component to the total absolute increase in? Okay, I think so. We've restarted. Okay, I think everything should be good now. Let's restart. Yeah. Now let's look at 21. Food. We have to look only at fuel. Sorry, not food. Fuel. Second question was on fuel, right? Yeah. So 95 over 80. Now tell me, will that percentage matter? Will that 30% matter? Whether you take the 30% or you don't take the 30%, it will not matter because सब जगह पे same ही आएगा. So don't waste your time on the 30%. Do you understand? I'll explain this question again. They are saying fuel may, when is the highest inflation? 21 May. If you look at 21, if you look at 21, what is, I'll just copy the fuel values. I'll read the question again. Just have a look at the question first. First, have a look at the question and then I'll again explain the whole thing. Don't worry. Okay, this is the question. I'm putting the fuel ka values. Fuel ka values for all the 3 years are 95. First 80, then 95. 80, then 95, then 105, then 115, then 130. Right? Now, my whole point was the 0.3 was not needed. Here the change is 15. Here the change is 20. Here the change is 10, sorry. And here the change is 15. Oh, sorry. This is also 10 only. My bad. What am I doing? This is also 10. So there are two 15s and two 10s. Now, whether you will multiply them with 0.5 or not will not matter. Na? Why waste your time doing that? Answer is both the years 21 and 24 have the same answer. So answer will be the fifth option. Now is everybody clear? Let's see the next question. If the inflation rate for 25 is projected to be the exact average of the inflation rates from 21 to 24, and the indices for fuel and services are expected to rise by 10 points each. Fuel and services both will rise by 10 points each. What must be the index value for food in 2025 round to the nearest whole number? Okay. What did they say? 25 will have the same inflation as the average of 21 to 24. So what will we get? How much is the inflation each year? You will have to calculate first though. Okay. Hi everybody. Let's start. So this is a long question. In an exam situation I would have left this question. Let me explain why. जैसे ये 12.7 calculate किया था. Okay, now like how I done this 12.7, I'll have to do inflation for every year. And once I do that inflation for every year, I would have to do that much how much will be the growth in the next year. So for one question, I don't think so that much calculation is worth it. You have to always understand कि that में अगर तीन क्वेश्चन अगर तुमको दो क्वेश्चन इजी लग रहे तो इट्स वर्थ डूइंग टू क्वेश्चन एंड गोइंग अहेड बिकॉज दैट इज नॉट लाइक कैट यू डोंट वेस्ट अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम इन द इनिशियल गोइंग थ्रू द सेट एंड एवरीथिंग so that's why if you get two questions correct always do that much. Okay, chalo, let's go ahead. So I'm suggesting don't do this question. I'll give you the solution for this question if you want. Let me just explain the solution to you. The average inflation numbers comes out to be roughly 15.06. The average inflation numbers for each year are 15.06. Second year का है 10.47. 10.47. फिर थर्ड ईयर का है अप्रोक्सीमेट 11.85 and last year was 12.71. Okay, this was a 4. इसका अगर तुम एवरेज निकालोगे add all and divide by 2 you get approximately 12.5. Average comes out to be approximately 12.5. Now take this 12.5 and based on that we have to increase first the total. What will the CLI become? Now so CLI 133 था इसके पहले के साल में. इसके पहले के साल में it was 133. We had done that CLI 133. 133 will increase by 12.5. Divide by 2 नहीं, divide by 4 किया. 4 है इसलिए 4 साल है. Okay, so 133 approximately into 1.25, that will be the new CLI for the next year. How I got that 133, I hope you all understood because we had got it over here. 133 multiplied by 1.25 approximately, that comes to 149.5 approximately. So this comes to 149.5. This is the CLI for the next year. Read the question carefully. And the indices of fuel and services are expected to rise by 10%. Then what will be the index of food? So now pay attention. They have said the other two will rise by 10 points. Okay. That is very important. The other two are going to rise by 10 points. What were the other two numbers? Fuel and services. Right? 1 second. Fuel and services. Yeah. So these both were supposed to rise by 10 points. Use the calculations 140 into whatever 30% and 130 into 20%. So pay attention. This will rise, will become 140. This will rise, it will become 130. इस पे मुझे 40% लेना है. So 30%. So that will become 42. इस पे 20%. So that will become 26. So this is 68. Out of that 149 or something, we have got 68. So 149.5 minus 68 approximately is 81.5. But this 81.5 is including 50%. 81.5 is including 50%. So 81.5 ka double exactly 163. Terrible question. Terrible question. You should have left this question alone. Try the last question. ट्वेंटी से 23 में किसका हाईएस्ट परसेंटेज इंक्रीज? आई थिंक दिस वाज द इजी क्वेश्चन. 21 or 23. This was a direct question. Very straightforward question. Pay attention. Clearing out a lot of data so that becomes easy for you to understand. Sure, pay attention. This is 21. This is 23. No, sorry, उल्टा है. ये 21 है, ये 23 है. My bad. So 100 is becoming 125. That's a growth of 25% directly. No need to check also. 95 is becoming 115. That will be a growth slightly more than 20%. 95 is becoming 115. Growth will be slightly more than 20%, approximately 21%. 85 is becoming 105. 20 over 85 will be close to 23-24%. So answer will be food. Very, very, very straightforward. So that is why sometimes you have to look for the easy question. Third question difficult. Other questions were slightly easier. Got that? Chalo, last set for today. Last set for today. No need to take weightage now. Even if you had taken weightage, the weightage was not asked. They asked for index. Shweta, read the question. There was no need to compare CLI. Because if I multiply with 0.3 also, everything will come same. Okay, let's read. Elite Pulse is a premium wellness center located in the corporate park. They offer three primary membership: personal training, group yoga, and nutritional coaching. Every registered member of the center subscribe to at least one of the three services, representing the percentage of the total member base that utilize each specific service for fiscal year. The bar graph represents the total number of registered members of the center each year. All are multiples of 10. तो ये तो ठीक है, टोटल नंबर ऑफ मेंबर्स. तो ये 200 लोग हैं, ये 150, ये 300, ये 250, and how much is this? This looks like 220, right? 220. They said all are multiple of 10. That's why I took 220. Let's see the first question. In 2021, what is the maximum possible number of members who subscribe to only PT and nothing else? Okay, it's like a Venn diagram also. Pay attention. 2021, there are totally 150 people. Let's see how many people subscribe to which. 2021. There is 20%, there is 40% and 50%, right? 20, first question के लिए 20, 40 and 50. That goes above 100. You have to think from Venn diagram logic also. First, let's do only the diagram. There are three conditions. Now, out of that, PT is 50%. So ये तुम्हारा 50 है, 50%. PT. Group yoga is 40%. And this is 20%. Total should be 100. Now let's read the question carefully. What do we want to do? We want to maximize the number of PT trainers to only PT. So I want to maximize this. This is right now 50. Can this remain 50? That's the question. Maximum it can go to 50. It cannot go above 50. Number of people है, but percentage में देख रहे हैं हम. Percentage में this will go to maximum 50%. Think a little bit. I want you to use the logic and tell me maximum minimum क्या आएगा इसका. Nobody's thinking. Okay, I want people to think a little bit. My question to you is very simple. मेरे पास 10% का overlap है. Can I just put that 10 over here? Now, if the 10 goes over here, this will become 10 or whatever. If I just put this part as 10, I put the center as 0, others don't matter. If I put this part as 10, then what will happen is basically this can still remain 50. This 10 will get counted twice, because of which we'll reach the 110. So my point is, because there was only this 50 plus 40 plus 20 was only 110. There was only 10% extra. So if I put this part as 10, and let's assume all this is 0, chalo. Let's make it easy. Let's assume all this is 0. So this will be 30, this will be 10, and this will be 50. 50 plus 30, 80, 80 plus 10, 90 plus 10, 100. And we are accommodating 110 also. Is this diagram okay? That means personal training ka maximum can be 50%. Personal training ka maximum can be 50%. 50% of 150, answer will be 75, which is option 1. Himani Jain, did you understand? Why not D? Next one. Across the 2 years, 22 and 24 combined, what is the average percentage of the total membership base that was subscribed to personal training? Note, this is weighted average and not simple average of 80 and 70. This is also a very, very simple question. Very direct question. 80%. Which years? 22 and 24. 80% of 300. Is it 80? But वो भी check कर लेते हैं. Yeah, it is 80. 80% of 300. That will be 240 plus. Next is 24. 24 में it is 70%. 70% of 220. 22 sevens are 154. That will be how much? 394 divided by 2. We want a percentage. 394 out of 520. 394 out of 520. Do the calculation. Answer will be 394 divided by 520 into 100. Calculate the percentage. कितना होगा? Roughly 400 out of 520. Rough work करोगे तो 4 comes out to be approximately 75%. 75% first option. It is given that for 2024, PT and GY only 36, GY and NC only 20 and whatever. ठीक है. Venn diagram. Okay, so 2024 के लिए we have got this much Venn diagram. These are the values given in the question. Now 2024, what is P का value? 2024 का total is 220 and 2024 में the percentages are how much? I think they are 60. Just checking the values once more. 2024 का values 70, 50 and 60. 70%, 50% and 60%. 70, 50 and 60. So how much is 70% of 54? 220, sorry. 70% of 220, 154. So this is 154. 50% of 220 is 110 and 60% is 132. Now just do the subtractions and get the answer. 154 minus these three values. Come on, do the calculations. So this will be 154 minus 128. This comes out to be 20. 26. First one comes out to be 26. Next, this is 70, 80, 100. So this comes out to be 10. And last one comes out to be how much? 40, 80, 92, 80, 92, 92, 20, I think so. 20. So total will come out to be 56. 26 plus 10 plus 20. Okay. Actually, we didn't need this also. There's a way we wasted one time. Bad calculation. We should have directly done, we needed the total anyways, no? So we should have done 220 minus all of these. 220 minus the three of them we would have done, we would have got the answer. That's 80, 100, 148. Okay? Chalo. Next. Next one, everybody. 1 second. For the year 2023, similar question hai. I think there's nothing much in your year. The last question is very similar to the second question. Or the third question, I mean. So there's nothing much to explain separately over here. Yeah, because that will get subtracted twice. It will not come that way. You'll have to do this individually. Come on, the last question is same type. Let's make the Venn diagram. Only PT is 40. Only GY is 50. Only NC is 0. PT and NC is 10. PT and NC is 10. All three are 40. Question is, find the number of members who subscribe to GY and NC only. Yeah, it will come again. Which year is this? 2023. 2023 का total कितना था? 2023 का total was 250. 2023 का total is 250. What are the percentages in 2023? PT का percentage is, I think 60%. 60% of 250 is 150. So this total is 150. So I'll get 50, 90, 90. So this will come out to be 60. Right, next. Next was this one. GY का percentage is 80. 80% of 250 is 200. So this was 200. So I think answer will be 50. The answer we are looking for should be 50. Let me check. Yeah. Cool. So 200 minus whatever 150 we got, so 50. Nice question. Helps you with some maxima minima type of questions also. Okay, that's it for today then everybody. I want everybody to just go through a little bit now and then relax for a couple of hours. Don't do too much now towards the end. Relax a little bit. Take a break for a couple of hours. If you need to revise the formulas of quant, as I told you, go through what I have done one day before CAT. Okay. Thank you everybody for the class and best of luck. I hope you do well. Best of luck. Bye everybody. Have a good day. Best of luck. Bye everybody. Best of luck.